Hey guys, Desolate Magic here, and boy did Wizards screw up this time, and this is another oops, fat-fingered Monday mistake. Oopsies, one of our most important tournaments just got completely ruined because we clicked the wrong button. I mean, that has to have been how this happened, right? So they got this thing called Qualifier Weekend. I assume this is the one where the top 1,200 people in Mythic all play each other. They all fight to the death like the Hunger Games, and then whoever's left alive gets... At this point, I have no idea. I was gonna say like the top couple get into the Rivals League or the MPL, or one's invite and one's not, but then they changed it, and then, well, now they canceled both, so don't ask me what you get. I don't know, bragging rights? World tournament seat? I have no idea. Honestly, I don't think you even get prize money. Well, anyway, whatever the point of this was and however it worked, day 2 was screwed up, so they I guess got day 1 right, although you can't go back in the time machine to find out, but then day 2, they, I guess, accidentally set it to either anything goes or historic, because people could enter with the standard deck, or some people must have noticed that you could enter day 2 with a historic deck. This was not a historic format tournament, it was standard. So, I mean, standard is pretty pushed right now, but historic, they cranked it up with the anthologies to make sure it was even more out of control and ridiculous, rivaling even that of modern. So I could say with pretty high confidence that if you were running a historic deck, you would have an unfair advantage over the absolute best standard deck out there. I mean, it wouldn't be like Legacy and Vintage versus Pauper, but, well, whether it was an advantage or not, they ran the tournament wrong, so it's roll back the clock. I mean, this one is important, I assume. You know, I think the top 8 do get money, so there's actually some pretty pissed off people. You know, this is a great time to read something I just read on Reddit today. Wizards of the Coast has been unbelievably incompetent with so many points when it comes to organizing Pro Magic. Here are some examples, and the title is Pro Magic failed because of Wizards of the Coast, not because it cannot be made viable. You are 75% right, 25% is, no, standard is a shit pile. The format is completely ruined, but, okay, setting that aside, they pointed out awfully complicated structure that changes every few months. Yeah, nobody knows what qualifies for what, how to do what points happen. I get it, COVID, but also they did a terrible job. Whoever their manager is should be fired, and saying that, I'm pretty sure they've gone through 2 in the last 3 years. No spectator mode for the events in a pandemic year. Lots of not just technical mistakes, but technical disasters. The ratio of gameplay to ads and talking and dead air and blank slides was absolutely ridiculous. I would rather wait in a dentist waiting office and watch this trash. The advertising and sponsorships were a joke. No incentive to watch or care about pro magic / pro players. I don't know if they were kind of, jabbing at, yeah, they're all awful people. They're either uninteresting, they're terrible on camera in front of a mic, or they're just, I don't know, have a history of cheating, or just, yeah, nobody cares about the pro players as people at all. And then they said outside of something I never heard of, they almost never tried to use content creators to promote their tournaments. Damn right. And that's because we're not woke enough for them. I'm the wrong skin color, gendered, everything. You name it, anything down the demographic list, everything. They disagree with me on every level. So I'm on Santa's naughty list as of the last 8 years. So that's what happens when 75% of the creators out there get on Wizards blacklist because we won't toe the line, and we make videos like this saying, oh, a thing went wrong. If you even mentioned the quality of the paper, over the last couple years, boom, blacklisted. One guy did it, he got his promos taken away, if I remember correctly. They were like, we are no longer sending you a promo ever again because you said that the cards curl and you don't like it. Oh, how dare you? How dare you express the same sentiment as literally everybody in the community and criticize Wizards for something valid and reasonable? What a bunch of assholes. It's not even worth trying to, appease them to get on the list, because they didn't even use their little buddy people anyway. Even the really big ones never talked about these tournaments because why? I'm not going to tell you to go out in your front lawn and watch the grass grow, because I know nobody's going to do it because it's so unwatchably boring. Same with Pro Magic tournaments. So, yeah, they just absolutely killed this. So, little mini sidebar about Wizards, basically, if you didn't see, or see my last video here about this in the news, Wizards is killing the MLP and Rivals League. There is basically almost no pro play anymore. They're just going to be individual tournaments, which I think is a step in the right direction, but they're the ones who ruined the old model, so don't pat them on the back too quick. So anyway, this tournament that went on this weekend, they accidentally configured day 2 to allow historic decks. Somebody must have figured it out, and then people were reporting to Wizards, what the hell is this person doing? Hacking, cheating, did you guys screw it up? Yeah, some fat-fingered idiot must have configured the tournament wrong, which how the hell do you get day 1 right and day 2 wrong? Unless day 2 was, like, I don't know. So, somebody's more likely to go to the deck selection screen on day 1 than day 2, right? Because at day 2 you're locked in, I thought. I don't know. Whatever. But, the Wizards customer support Twitter handle, instead of, Daily MTG, they tweeted out, due to an error in event setup. So, I mean, that really says it all. We are resetting day 2 of the qualifier weekend. Now, they did say players will receive prizes earned to this point. I don't know what those are, and I don't know how that works, and I don't know when they tweeted this out in relation to the tournament. It looked like it was 10:30 today, which I thought day 2 was Saturday. No, maybe it is Sunday. Who cares? And then they say all wins and losses will be set to 0. Players will soon receive a new day 2 token and enter a new event, which will be traditional standard, which is what it should have been. The entry window will last until 1900 UTC, which what kind of hipster internet douchebags use UTC? And no new matches can start after 4 o'clock, I guess, AM or like whatever, 400 hours UTC on Monday, which is really, I think, like, yeah, you gotta like bring up a time conversion website just to figure out like when the hell you're supposed to turn up for this tournament that you already participated in and thought you won. Oops. And oh, are the winners pissed. They did say players will receive prizes earned to this point, but I mean, if this is like some $250,000 giveaway tournament, I have no idea. I don't even know where to look to get it. Magic.gg is useless. That whole website should just be deleted. Daily MTG doesn't tell me shit. Clicking on anything in Arena doesn't tell me shit. If you're a new player and you want to know how to qualify for this or how to get in on it, good luck. I mean, I just happen to know because I made a video on it. What a joke when they don't even tell people, like, how it works or what it is or what the prizes are or where to tune in to watch it, which they don't have screen sharing anyway. So, man, did they screw this up. I mean, this is how not to run an esport 101 right here. So anyway, yeah, they just reset everybody basically. So every single reply to this was like some sarcastic shot at them basically. Some people are just memeing on the whole "they will know" from the promo video, which I made a remix of that. Check it out on my meme playlist. It is dank AF. Somebody says, not bad for a startup company. Get it? They're like 26 years old. And then we got, that's a effing bad joke, question mark. I was 4-1. I'll have to replay all 5 rounds. I wasted time and hopes. I am super angry here. I would be if I thought I had money coming. Now this is interesting. So the same person says also, you said to continue playing, and now this is the solution. So they screenshotted an earlier tweet that says if you haven't yet joined, join with the standard deck before the entry window closes in 25 minutes. If you have joined with the standard deck, please play on for now. If you have joined with the historic deck, please stop playing and await further instructions. Oh yeah, people did that. People super complied with that. Oh guys, we made a mistake. We're going to disqualify the people that snuck in with historic because they should have known better. You know, they knew what they were doing. But keep playing. Keep playing with your standard deck. Boom, guy goes 4-1. Whole thing reset, doesn't count for shit. He has to stay up until like midnight playing. Absolutely embarrassing while also being hilarious. Another person says, I was 3-1. And then just a row of exclamation marks. Another person, these things shouldn't happen in an almost 4-year-old program. I don't know about that. I mean, when did it come out of beta? But okay. Another person, I was 4-0. Thanks. Another person said, the quick fix is to invite every day 2 participant, every single one of them, to the next PT. Well, there are no PTs, so yeah, that's a stupid recommendation. If there is a PT, what is it, on MTGO? There hasn't been a Pro Tour since COVID. I don't know what the he's talking about. Maybe it was sarcastic. I don't know. Another person, you literally told people to keep playing, what a joke. Another person, this is unreal, all caps, exclamation mark. Another person, by the way, this is a good point, 2 weekends in a row something has happened that caused players headaches while playing, like in an official tournament, they mean. 2 weekends in a row your big events have had issues. Fix it and give people something other than 2k XP, packs, 10 rares and mythic wildcards, 2k gems, something. Come on, this is bad. Another person replied, this is the worst company I have ever seen in rectifying and compensating people for their own problems when running people's experience. Oh, ruining it probably should have said. I had to correct like spelling and punctuation errors in every single one of these. Apparently, everyone on Twitter is illiterate. Well, if they knew how to read and write, they would have, probably stayed in school and at some point learned some history and learned that socialism never works. Nope, Twitter's a far left shithole. Somebody with a squirrel as their profile image says, at least MTGA foil cards don't curl. I guess that's like 2 jokes because there are no foil cards. Another one, top 5 esport right here, Lamau. Another person claiming to be Australian says, oh good, a second all-nighter just to participate in this. I got 4 hours of sleep. Also, they had a positive record. That's nice. Another person, I was 3-1. How does this happen? It's 2021 and you can't even make a game similar to Hearthstone that came out in 2014. That really says a lot about who you have behind the scenes making choices and designing the game. I can speak on that. Okay, look at the Wizards job history and then like the job listings right now, and then go to like the Wayback Machine and jump back 2 months, then jump back 2 months, then jump back 2 months. It is nothing but them hiring arena devs, which means that the original ones either quit or got fired because they were too competent, experienced, and expensive. It could logically be either. It's probably both. By the way, there was some post or email or something somewhere, like a fuller one. I don't know where it came from, but somebody posted a screenshot of it, and it's like, hello, due to an error, blah, 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 times whatever, cool. That says, regards DEC_tuna, which that's professional, digital events coordinator, well, probably former at this point, because my God, did you screw this up, and mishandle it and not compensate people correctly, Wizards of the Coast, and then a little footer that says, choose excellence, and then the Quandrix chick. If I wanted to choose excellence, I would play literally any other game or participate in any other tournament than your stupid, defective, lazy, just fat-fingered mistake bullshit, okay? This is right up there with the, oh, we accidentally, you know, rented a place that was under construction and you get to hear 100 decibel jackhammer noises. Oops. That's what happened at a real-life GP, by the way. I mean, I would have either put in earplugs and just been like, whatever, let's play Magic, get over it, or I would have, like, had it slowly chip away at my sanity until I just flipped the table over, went over to find the construction people, and then threatened them with violence till they left. It's really a build-up thing. I mean, I'm not one to fly off the handle, but if I had to listen to jackhammers for 8 hours, let's just say hour number 4 would be when I snapped, I would assume. Wizards is not known for their proper event planning. In fact, I think that was technically Channel Fireball's fault, and then they think it was technically the venue's fault, but go watch my video on that if you really want to hear about it. Yeah, so whoever the hell Deck Tuna is, please quit. You can't do your job. You are not qualified. You keep screwing up 2 weekends in a row. That's 2 strikes. Get the hell out of our game, please. I don't care if it was the fault or you or some shitty programmers that you hired to replace the ones who actually knew what they were doing. I don't care, okay? At the end of the day, it's your event. You're in charge of it. It sucked. It was a disaster. F you. Quit. Get a different job. So I mean, I keep scrolling. It's just, yeah, I was 5-0. I'm pissed. You know, just the same old, same old, same old. People memeing on values that define us. Be legendary on Wizards' own website. Another one, I don't even know where people are screenshotting these from. We create entertainment that inspires creativity, sparks passion, forges friendships, and fosters communities around the globe. To which they captioned it, asterisk, only when the game is actually working. Another one, they posted a screenshot of their own website. It takes a multiverse. We are driven by the lifelong satisfaction of our fans. On what planet is that true? When has that ever been true? People have hated you since day one and you haven't done shit to fix it. All you've done is get worse and you're on the verge of the game completely failing at this point. Go look up the Challenger decks on Amazon, okay? Red Rush, $17. You tell me that that's a record year for Wizards and that that's healthy and that the number of active MTGA players, or MTGO, no, they're on the verge of not having standard anymore, which means they're on the verge of not having customers anymore. And now they just completely canceled all pretty much pro play. And they screwed up 2 tournaments. I mean, made people never want to come back to MTGA who returned clearly in large numbers. What a joke. What an absolute joke of a company. Too busy going on Twitter bitching about politics and white people and conservatives and Trump and just shut the f up, get a clue, and do your job. Why don't you focus on the simple things? Go back to basics. Run a tournament correctly. Don't accidentally configure it to allow historic decks, you morons. Oh, by the way, I'm hearing some scattered reports, I don't have any proof of this, that people were somehow receiving losses while still in matchmaking due to like a disconnection hack or a server hack or some kind of hackers. So the whole tournament was bullshit anyway, from what I heard. But it's a rumor. I don't have hard proof of that. Just saying. Well, plus, I mean, what if they didn't configure the event incorrectly? What if people used a hack or a glitch or an exploit or like a deck swap thing, which I heard you can do either in memory or locally in a VM, and they entered with a historic deck? Because people are saying, you know, these people knew what they were doing. If you qualified for day 2 on day 1, You knew it was a standard format. They didn't change it to historic on day 2. So anybody who entered day 2 with a historic deck should be banned. They should have their accounts deleted. It is literally cheating. It is knowingly cheating. If not like actual, like, IT technical fraud, like, get a felony kind of stuff. But Wizards is too stupid. I mean, they constantly let cheaters back into the game. They don't even know what they're doing, honestly. They have no clue how to run anything. A community, a social media page, a website. They constantly leak stuff. They send stuff, to people that they aren't supposed to, and then they leak it. They leak stuff to the judges. They leaked information to the MPL ahead of time, and then we're mad that they leaked it. And it's just, they don't know how to do anything, any part of their jobs. Anybody at that company does not know how to do their job. They need to be just gutted. Hasbro needs to come in and fire everybody. But they just had a record year according to their stock report, so Hasbro isn't up their ass. Well, they should be, and they're going to be this year. I can't wait for dramatic changes. I really can't wait. I'm going to end the video with a statement by Ryan Davey, who absolutely went off on them. Are you ready for this one? 4-part tweet. Let's go. Just wanted to point out what you put people through, not that you care because you are incompetent to the point of pity. You messed up yet another event and allowed historic decks into a standard tournament. Still not sure how you geniuses pulled that off. Your response was, hey, just stop playing your historic decks, please. Keep going with standard though, ignoring all the players who had losses to historic decks. You then did nothing for an hour, took down the event without warning, then told people to wait. How is it taking so long? Come on, it's 2 a.m. here. And remember, they gave people no notice, absolutely no notice whatsoever. They're just I don't know, join one tonight. I hope you see this. I hope you follow us on Twitter. One of our 9 accounts. Unbelievable. And if you think on Monday morning they're going to get compensated correctly further because, oh, we didn't know that you rescheduled it for immediately tonight and I had shit to do or I live in another country. Oops. Or I don't follow you on Twitter. Oops. Didn't hear about it in time. Oops. Didn't have time to finish it. Oops. Have to work tomorrow. Oops. Also, I heard a rumor that anybody who had more than 3 losses, they didn't let back in. What if you lost to a historic deck? Esports manager who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. What about that? What about the whole 3 limit seemed fair? Sounds like they might not have even stuck to that. They just told people that and then didn't stick to it. I don't know. It is a mess. Now, this is the most egregious. I said I was going to end with that dude's tweet, but I looked at the hidden tweets, as in the ones that were hidden by the Wizards Help account. Okay, get this, because this might actually be illegal. Somebody with no context, did not write a single line of text, just replied to the tweet with a link to Hasbro's 4th quarter year-end 2020 financial results. That's all they did. Businesswire.com linked to it. Didn't say a word about it. No context whatsoever. They hit it. I've been saying it for weeks now. That report is bullshit. They cooked the books. Those are fake numbers. They're either misleading or they're downright illegal levels. That is my opinion. That is my take on this. So for them to just see a link that says, oh, our revenues are way up for 2020. Look how great we're doing in 2020. During COVID, when nobody can play, when all the stores are closing and all of our products are worthless. And we can't even sell the challenger decks. We've got record income in this sector at the end of 2020. Really. Nobody with a brain would believe that. I know a couple years ago that Magic was doing terrible, so they mixed Magic with board games like Monopoly and put them together in one category and then said it's up a couple percent to hide the fact that Magic was failing miserably that year. So this wouldn't be the first time they did something extremely manipulative, if not just outright lied about the numbers. And if you lie to investors in America, you go straight to jail. So I can't wait to report on that too. But yeah, them going out of their way to just hide a tweet that's literally a link to their 4th quarter financial reports, that is pretty f***ed up. Pretty damn suspicious. So yeah, this is all a mess. Their whole company's a mess. I hate them, and anybody still playing the game should really reconsider. Please go sub to my other channels. I'll see you guys next time.